I hate you right now, Stevie. You're actually getting under my skin. Sorry, Vic. Sorry.
Minecraft. I've made over 3,000 Minecraft videos.
Wow.
It's a kid's game. For me, it's Lego on a screen.
My Minecraft channel nearly has 1 billion views, so
Fucking hell.
a lot of people watch Minecraft.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to cause any beef in the Fortnite community, but what are your thoughts on Ninja?
Well, for one, it always seems to hang out with all the chickens. Like the chicken stands by the chicken.
Thinks it's a chicken.
It thinks it's a chicken, for one.
Hello guys and welcome back to Jaack Mate's Happy Hour. I'm your host Jaack Mate and I'm joined once again by Stevie White.
Oh, that's good. Hello.
Didn't want to do it that time.
No,
I feel like
okay.
I've overdone it.
You have. I literally get tweeted multiple times a day now. People just going, Stevie, White.
But how many times have I told him? If we keep doing that, we can make it a fucking brand.
Yeah, exactly.
Do I want that to be my
You
brand?
can monetize that shit.
Every time someone uses it, I get money.
Yeah, well, I get.
Oh, there
Yeah.
we go.
And
That's how this works.
we've got Jordan, aka Doody Rhino.
You're right.
You're right. And we're joined by a massive YouTube guest.
Ooh,
It's
bigged it up.
Mate, you are in your own right. I know you're a very humble guy, but we're with Vikkstar 123.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Thanks for joining us today. We've had quite a few YouTubers, but I know this was one that we're all a bit excited about.
100%.
I'm sure we have crossed paths before, right?
We have at Tully's farm at the Scarefest
That's what it was.
on a very drunken Halloween adventure.
Yeah. Do you go there a lot?
No, that was the first time we went. That was a lot of fun though. They do a good little event.
It is decent. Have you been to
I
this?
have no idea what it is.
It's fucking great. I think we should go this year and vlog it and just put it somewhere because it is good.
Definitely.
Okay.
It is good. I mean, how old are you?
I am 23.
23. So I mean, we're all adults, but but it's still very enjoyable.
Yeah.
What? How do you explain it?
It's horror mazes and like a Halloween kind of like fairground kind of thing. It's hard to explain. They've got live actors there.
Yeah.
And you go through these
Decent.
mazes that have like effects and lights and actors jumping out at you.
It is good.
I do feel like the fact that there was a bar there that
Yeah.
we went to before, I think that definitely helped it. You know, it helped you get into it.
Yeah. You have to be a bit pissed, basically.
Yeah.
Did you go on that like when you go in? Did you go on the red carpet type thing?
Yeah, kind of.
I am so not used to that shit. And I got there and I could tell they didn't know who I was, but because it was like, oh, press, like you have to walk on this red carpet thing and then they're all taking pictures of you. And I was just kind of stood there like that, but I was with 3 of my mates. So they were basically like, yeah, can you go there? And you 3 just go through that gate. I just felt so fucking awkward about it. I stood there. Whenever that happens, my leg's trembling. I'm like, I don't want to all this. But anyway, we're with Vic, so I don't want to waste this opportunity talking about Scarefest when we're with a big YouTuber. Vic, we want to go right back to the start of your YouTube career.
Okay.
What made you start? Because you've been doing it for a long time,
Yeah, probably 10, 11 years.
which is mental.
Wow.
One of the OGs.
OG.
One of the
Yes.
OGs. And I find it, when there's like a more of a sort of like modern YouTuber who started in recent years on the pod, I'm not that interested in why they started because I think it's more kind of like everyone knows there's money to be made and people just jump on it and that's fine. But
Yeah.
you started probably around the time when I started, when the money wasn't so obvious.
Didn't exist. You couldn't get paid. There wasn't YouTube partnerships.
Right, fair.
Even when I started making videos.
So what made you start?
So it was actually my school friends that got me into it. So I have them to thank, really. We were all playing Call of Duty was the massive game that everyone played
Yeah.
back, in 2009, 2010. So I was
What
playing
one?
it with
What-
my friends. It was Modern Warfare 2 at the time.
The best one.
Right.
That was the one where YouTube kind of had cropped up and people were like, hey, you can record this. And we were really just sharing clips with each other. We were like, oh, I did this on the game. I got this kill. Here, look at this. And we'd share those with each other. And then when Call of Duty Black Ops came out, the next one, basically I had a little thing where at the start of the game, Search and Destroy, which is a one life game mode in Call of Duty, you could get a throwing axe.
Yeah.
And if you threw it in the right place, it would go all the way across the map into the spawn point
Oh,
of the enemy
so you
team.
get a long kill.
And it would
yeah,
kill
yeah.
one of them before the round had even really started. So
Yeah.
I worked out that I could do that, and then I kind of found the spot that you needed to throw it on every single map. And I was making these little videos to share
That's
with my
sick.
friends. I was saying, hey, here, look at this video, this 10-second clip. You throw it right there at the start of the round, and you might kill one of the other players right
Yeah.
off the bat. And I made all these videos, sent them to them. But then other people, I guess, heard about what it was or saw people doing it, and they're like, I want to know how to
do you
do that.
it? Yeah.
So then I've got people that I don't know who've watched my video. Like, I showed this to 4 friends and it's got 8 views now. Who are these?
That's quality.
Back
Yeah.
then, it was such a weird concept. Like,
Yeah.
someone's watched what I've put up for my friends.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, that was kind of the spark that started it. And it was at that point I was like, okay, people I don't know have watched the videos. How can I make the videos better? Do I need to get now a HD capture card because I was recording in standard definition? Do I need to buy a microphone and talk about what I'm doing? Do I need to, edit this down? Do I need to add more clips? And really, it's been a process from then to now over the last 10 years of just, hey, more people are watching this. What can I do that's more interesting, different?
Yeah.
How can I put my spin on it? Where do we go next?
So
That's awesome.
Did you, when you was uploading these clips, I assume there was no face cam?
Nothing. Not even audio, not even microphone. It's pure just gameplay. That's all it was.
Really?
Back then.
Can you remember what kind of views they were getting?
I mean, when I posted them, like 10, 20, 30, not a whole lot. And then it was there was another big channel there called back in the day called Only Use Me Blade, who kind of said, this guy's doing all these great tutorial videos. And I was even starting to like record games where I'd only use like these throwing axes to tomahawks only and kind of win. And he was like, he's doing all this stuff, check him out. And that's when I got kind of my first like 1,000 subscribers or shit. So
Yeah.
then it's like a few hundred views per video, and it's just kind of built from then.
And then
And if you go back to them now, they have like a few thousand views each, which just shows over time more and more people still
Yeah.
look for that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
When you decided that you wanted to put your face on it,
Mhm.
was you nervous? Because I know I was.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Especially back in probably, it was probably 2012, 2011. So this is also a point where people watch gaming. Gaming is big on YouTube, but lifestyle stuff doesn't really exist. Vlogging doesn't really exist back then.
Absolutely.
And I was just a voice up until that point, and it was kind of quite nice just being behind that. Like,
Yeah.
and back then we were told as well, like, internet, danger, strangers, don't put your face out there, don't put your information out there. These people will find you. Like,
Yeah.
So it was super scary, and I think I did like a little setup video where I kind of like just showed myself. I walked up to a mirror and I'm like, "Hey, this is me." And kind of walking. And actually, people were like pretty horrible back then. It was like the gaming community,
Toxic.
and it was kind of
Yeah.
toxic. And people were like, "I thought you were white. You sound so
You're
white."
joking.
And it's just, and I don't know, I didn't know how to feel about that.
Yeah.
I'm super young at the time. I'm like 15, and
Yeah.
all these people like, "Oh, you look like that."
Why is that relevant?
This part of your face is weird. I didn't think you'd look like that. Like, I thought you were a blonde guy with like.
I thought it was Jaack.
Honestly, and I was just,
Like it
I don't know.
has.
It was really conflicting at the time, and this is when I'm kind of doing this as like my hobby, and it almost did in a way put me off. I was like, I don't like this. I don't like all these people I don't know having this ability to say all this stuff about me.
Yeah.
And it's kind
Anonymously as
of,
well.
it was really weird. And it was almost, I feel like nowadays people would just roll with it because they're like, that's what YouTube is. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't always that for us. It was just this kind of weird little hobby that
Yeah.
then transitioned. So at the time it was scary. I have to say.
Yeah.
That is mad. Do you not? Everyone gets hate on YouTube, don't they? All the
Yeah.
creators, but
Yeah.
it sounds like that was quite a toxic environment back then. Has it? Because you still do gaming videos now, don't you? That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
kind of your thing.
Yeah.
How's your audience base now? Is it a lot more of a nicer place to be, or?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like a lot of my audience, because I've been making content for so long as well, the majority of the audience are people who just kind of, they know me as a person, and it's like someone you know well, you're not going to be rude to them. Someone
Yeah.
you've just met or just seen, don't really care about.
Hmm.
It's usually, I mean, or it could just be the fact that I think there's a really strong core fan base around what we do who are super supportive, and they'll find people being negative and they'll shut them down on our
Yeah.
behalf, which is
Yeah.
so nice to see.
Yeah.
And I think even though there's probably a lot of people that are super negative and horrible,
Yeah.
I think you just learn to really phase it out. I
Yeah.
think that's just the
You
only...
Got to.
Yeah.
And it's just something you phase out entirely.
Yeah. It's
That's fair.
because mine's kind of a bit the opposite.
Yeah.
Because I think I've said before, but like at Summer in the City and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
people that have come to see me
Yeah.
will come up to me, and then because of how I am online, a bit brash, a bit uncensored, they come up to me and they think like they know me.
Yeah.
So they'll mug me off to my face. So they'll queue up all day long, and then, well, not all day long. It's not that big. they'll get there a week early, but they'll see me, and then they'll come and they go, "All right, you dickhead," and I'm like, What? Have you got in the wrong queue?
Yeah.
Or what?
You sounded broken for a second. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. What do you remember I know you briefly touched on like the tomahawk throws and that. Do you remember the first video you put online?
Yes, it was a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 kill cam where I had the intervention and I killed one person with my first bullet and then shot another bullet and killed two people in the same bullet. So it was pretty, and you've got it's really authentic. You've got like the 12-year-old squeaky voice in the background going, "Oh my god!"
What map?
It was on Scrapyard on Modern Warfare.
I like how much he remembers this.
That's a good.
Yeah,
that's
I couldn't forget.
You can't forget, can you? You can't forget. I think you fall in love with this is my theory. I don't know if you agree. You fall in love with the first COD you play. No.
Yes. Yes.
I'd personally say no, because the first one I played was 4, but my favourite is 5. So
my favourite's 5, massively.
My favourite is Modern Warfare 2, but the first I played was 4.
Oh,
but I still fell in love with Call of Duty 4 though. That's the thing. That was the one that sparked it. That's the one that had that addiction to play, and then it's when they developed on it a bit more that I kind of preferred it. But I mean, I wouldn't have been playing Modern Warfare 2 if I hadn't played Call of Duty 4 and really got into it.
Favorite map of all time? Actually, no. Right. So, what's your favorite game, Stevie?
Favorite game?
No, COD game, because we've said ours, so I want to know.
Strangely, the one I've put most hours into, and you'll be really disappointed in me, is Black Ops 2.
No, that's a great one.
Oh, there we go.
I
loved Modern Warfare 2, but Black Ops, for some reason, the second one, I just got really good at it.
What maps was on that one?
I literally don't know what they're called. I put so many hours into it.
That was Estate.
Oh, that was decent.
That's also the name of a Modern Warfare 2 map though.
So now you got it.
I think actually, oh no, Raid.
But I know a lot of people kind of slammed it for kind of taking away from the authenticity of Call of Duty.
I think it was a good step. In my opinion, Black Ops 2 was the last really good Call of Duty game, and that's the one that I actually kind of. That was the last Call of Duty I consistently posted to YouTube.
Yeah, I think the worst one I've ever played is Ghost.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to
get.
Terrible.
Ghost was awful.
I was going to get onto that. I was going to why do you still play Call of Duty?
I played a tiny bit of their Blackout.
I was going to say to you, what do you think of the Blackout?
I think it's good, but I just don't think there's enough to it for it to be huge.
What Battle Royales is massive.
Because you like it, don't you?
I love Blackout. I play a lot of Blackout, to be honest.
Yeah.
What's the negative points to it? What do you mean there's not enough to it?
So I think kind of with Battle Royale games, there was H1Z1, which was, well, I guess there was the Arma 2 Battle Royale mod, which is made by PlayerUnknown, and then he went on start working on PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. There was H1Z1, which had King of the Kill, which was kind of very clunky. It was the perfect pace and style of game, and it was huge at the time. That's where kind of Ninja started his massive career.
Dr. Disrespect.
A lot of the huge Twitch streamers started on that game. Then PUBG came out, and that was slightly better. It was slightly more realistic. Better mechanics, but still quite clunky. And then after that, Fortnite came, and I feel like Fortnite leveled things up in a way that these games couldn't. And this is the way I kind of describe it is, so when you're playing, it's a way to describe Blackout. I'd say Blackout is even more polished and smooth. It's super polished and smooth.
How I saw Blackout, I kind of saw Blackout as everything PUBG could be if they had unlimited money like Call of Duty has.
Had you ever played Fortnite though? Did you ever put a lot of time
I played
in Fortnite?
H1Z1 PUBG. I love Battle Royale games. I played all of them. Yeah.
No, I'd agree, So that was the perfect kind of smooth military Battle Royale game.
Yeah.
But I feel like when Fortnite came out in the middle, it offered players something that was so vastly different. So this is the way I compare it. Okay, you're playing Blackout or PUBG, and you're shooting at somebody. They duck behind a rock. They pop out, shoot back at you. You go behind a tree. That is your fight. That is what you're doing. You're popping in and out from this rock, running left and right, maybe going through a window.
Yeah.
You're just kind of running around and shooting. Whereas in a game like Fortnite, where you could build and they had all of these wacky items and things you can do, that's when it got crazy, because you come up against that player and there's an infinite number of more ways that you can
escape
take out that player.
or fight or flight.
And it's an entirely different skill gap as well, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. No, I completely agree. And that's one thing on Fortnite that I do enjoy seeing is the one-on-ones, especially in the final circle,
Oh yeah,
where all the best players are just building like crazy. It is quality.
it's another level of human skill.
Absolutely.
I'm a noob, right? I think they still call it that.
You're so old.
Yeah.
I think that's what the kids
do
call
you
it.
know what they call it on Fortnite?
What?
They call it you're a bot.
You're a
As in-
bot.
As in you're like
Yeah.
so bad, you're like a robot, like
yeah,
an
like an
AI,
AI
player.
character.
Yeah,
Fuck
I get
them.
called that.
Yeah.
I get called that a lot.
Really?
Like I was one of the first people to stream Fortnite when it was kind of before it was super mainstream,
Yeah.
and that was crazy. That was like at sometimes like 20, 30, 40,000 live concurrent viewers, and that was in the early days of the game where I was kind of up there with the competition.
Mhm.
And then what happened is they released the creative mode and the playground modes, where you can kind of build your practice arena,
Yeah.
where people can literally have unlimited building things and courses to go through, and they edit all their walls to make all the different shapes,
Yeah.
and they build up really fast. And then they're spending 5-10 hours a day just practicing all these aim courses, building courses, and I'm making YouTube content. So
Yeah.
I can't make content from me spending hours doing all this training. So I definitely fell off a lot.
Right.
Yeah, I've
And-
got a friend, Joe Tickle, shout out Tickle FN on Twitch. He just he's like his quality of the game, and he's really trying to build his Fortnite career, and he goes into that playground for hours,
Yeah.
and he's just building up,
Building, yeah.
building out, building up, and just build.
I just couldn't get into
It's
it.
mental.
Like when we used to
It's
play with the
mental.
crypts, that was
Yeah.
another level of like we just play for fun. If we played Fortnite, it was just because like I'm not
ba-
awful at it.
I'm
but
barely having fun.
no, neither am I. He's the type who just runs away constantly. Like, where's Jack? He's dead. Cool. But
I like to think that I'm just going to fuck off and get some kills, then I'll come back and join
Yeah.
you.
and he leaves and dies.
And
He's
I'm
like,
sad.
why is no one getting me?
Yeah.
I remember Fiona once shouting in the background, going, like taking a piss out of him, going, I'm down. Is anyone going to get me? And I'm like, Jack, you're nowhere near anyone. But we started playing with this guy called the Crips, and it was just like we'd all die like quite quickly, and he'd just take on the last 40 people on his own in squads, and we're just like, what the fuck has just happened?
Yeah.
It's hard. How can they combat the fact that the people like that, if you're good at it and you put in the hours, great. Because if you put in the hours at anything, you deserve to
Yeah.
be good at it.
Yeah.
But it fucks it for us amateur players,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Now, who is within the right to go? Because no one owns the game
Nope.
apart from
No.
Epic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here going, oh, fuck off with that because I
Yeah.
can't kill anyone because
It's a bit harsh on the casuals.
Yeah, but then I've watched like Ninja stream,
Mm-hmm.
and he's maybe not Ninja, but I've heard some big YouTube sort of good players say like, oh yeah, these casuals they fuck it because they don't do this, they do that, and it's like, who's in the right here?
No one is.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
that's
No
why
one is.
games like FIFA and stuff give you like an Ultimate Team. You've got your divisions. You're
Yeah.
playing
Their
against
shit,
people
yeah,
on the same level.
ranked
Fortnite
system.
don't have a ranking system other than I'm level 60, but you could
They
still go against a
do.
level 2, couldn't you?
No, they do have actually playlists for the competitive players.
But you couldn't. You have to specifically go through.
So you have to kind of queue for that. They have like their arena playlist.
But then the competitive players probably don't want that because they're like, I've got more
Tournaments
chance
and
of winning
stuff.
going against these.
Yeah, it's a bit of both, but it's just the average player base is just so unbelievably good at the game. And Epic have made a lot of changes to the game that they have seen in their statistics to allow more casual players to do well. But the game is so infinitely, there's so much you can do with it.
Yeah,
These good players are going to keep getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
It's just inevitable. And the
Yeah.
one thing that is scary is one thing I've said that has never really existed before in a competitive video game is the mass streamer success that
Yeah.
Fortnite has brought.
yeah,
That no other title has brought this mainstream success.
Yeah.
People like Ninja, Tfue, these guys have seen.
Mm.
Yeah.
And the thing that's done is that's inspired millions and millions
Absolutely.
of kids and teenagers
Mm.
to think, okay, there's real money. These
Yeah.
however many 100 million in the prize pool,
Yeah.
Mm.
and there's never been a shot at that in gaming before.
No.
So it's no wonder that there's so many players just doing everything they can to be the best at the game.
Yeah.
But the terrifying thought is that in a lobby of 100 players, there's going to be at least 10 of those people, and
Yeah.
that makes it really hard for the other 90 players.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. That's like my mate Joe. He was trying so hard to qualify for the World Championships because he was like, if you qualify, even if you come last, 50 grand.
Yep.
It's like, sorry, if you come last just for
Yes.
qualifying into the World, is it World Series or World Cup?
The World Cup.
The World Cup. Yeah, he's part of like an eSports team, but yeah, it's just like
What?
the fuck?
Is
just if you come last,
So I'm gonna seem like the granddad here. I'm happy to play that role.
yeah,
There's 100 people in the game.
Yeah.
It's one game.
Yeah, is it a 2 million prize pool, something
I'm
like that?
not sure exactly the format, but what I would say is to qualify, you have to,
It's a lot.
I think there's maybe like 2 people in every, or like between 2 and 6 people, or maybe 2 and 8 people in every region, every weekend that can qualify.
Yeah,
So you're looking at the top 6 players that weekend
yeah,
in the whole of Europe will qualify. The
yeah,
top 2 players in the whole west of America that weekend will qualify.
yeah.
And that's over multiple games. Not you
Yeah.
don't play one game.
Yeah,
I won that.
yeah,
Now I'm in.
Yeah,
Like,
You've
it's like
gotta-
ranking
Yeah,
up.
you've got to
Like
get
how many?
points. You've got to
It's-
place well.
yeah.
I think 1,000 people qualify to play in the qualifiers. Then the top 2 out of those 1,000 qualify for the World Cup.
And I
So-
think they've also done
It's
it in the
mad.
point
It's
that
mad.
even if you win loads of games, if you haven't killed a lot of people in those games, you still can't qualify because you could just hide most of it and then win, like some people do.
There's certain points for kills,
Yeah.
isn't it? Certain points for top 10 finish, certain points for winning and
It's a
stuff.
big thing.
Yeah.
I find esports events really weird. I went to that thing, didn't I, not too long ago?
Yeah, you didn't rate it, did you?
It was. I went
What
and
thing?
watched the Premier League. I went to because
Okay.
it was on, and my friend was invited, and he was like, "Come with me, so I don't have to go alone." And it was just a load of like YouTubers and Viners and stuff like that, just in a room.
Finers?
Literally, it
Just
was.
there
Wait,
going,
what?
that still exists.
It was people who used to Vine, and like I was just there, like I don't really know what's going on, and the room was kind of empty, but it was on Sky Sports, and I was like, there's no need for anyone to be there. We were there for Schaefer to promote it, and like for all these Viners and whatnot to promote. But the whole concept was really strange. Like I'm sitting watching these guys play FIFA,
Yeah.
which I don't mind. But then they'd interview him on Sky Sports, and I remember they asked one of them, "What have you?"
no.
He literally asked something along the lines of like, "Oh, do you feel like you've done Fulham proud?" And he's like, I really hope that I have." Like it's like a 14-year-old.
Scott Parker's on the phone.
Yeah.
But he's like going, "Yeah, I think I really hope I did do Fulham proud." But then their teams, he was Fulham, he was representing Fulham, didn't have a single Fulham player. I get that would
Yeah.
bring it down a bit, but they're all just using whatever players they want.
Yeah.
Someone had Man City's badge, and he had bloody Paul Pogba in the middle. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
None of it made sense
Yeah.
to me.
I watched. I got a bit of backlash on Twitter once because I tweeted some esports player, and I mean, I get it. Yeah, I get why people do it, and there's ridiculous money in it. I'm just sort of a bit ignorant to it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to sit here and slag it off, but I don't understand it. And this player. He's playing, let's say Man United, yeah, because I can't remember the exact thing. He was like, "Oh yeah, you come second. Like, how do you feel?" And he was like, "Phil Jones really let me down today." You're Phil Jones, though. Like, you are every player. I don't get it, but there's so much money. In
Oh,
it, isn't
crazy.
there?
there
Crazy
is.
money.
Yeah, there is.
But I think it's just how people look at it, really. isn't
Yeah,
it?
but also esports is so broad because, like, for example, you're saying, you're watching a game of FIFA. I wouldn't really find that entertaining. However, with Fortnite, with the building element, there's these different elements in
Yeah.
different games. So it is, it's
But that's
entirely
why
different.
Fortnite's done so well for streaming, because it is technically
Absolute-
more interesting to watch
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
most. Like even Call of Duty is interesting, but all you're really watching is someone shoot and kill someone else
Yeah.
in a fairly safe way. Whereas
That's pretty-
Fortnite could be anything, like
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
could be going on. You're kind of like,
Yeah.
going, how the fuck did he do that?
In a fairly it's a war zone.
What?
It's the
No! Safe as in you're just hiding behind a wall and then shooting someone. Like, as in you're not like building
Yeah.
70 foot in
Well,
the
it's
air.
exactly
and-
what you said, really. How good are you at Fortnite?
Oh, I mean, how do you answer that question? as
How many
well?
wins? How many kills?
Yeah.
Probably like maybe 2,000 wins. So
Solos?
No, not solos.
Right.
Solos like a few hundred maybe. Most
Right.
of them from way back when. I question whether I could even win a solo game at this point. Like if maybe if I hid until there's like 2 or 3 people left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then, but if I just played like how I normally would want to play,
Right.
not that. It's so hard to kind of decide where you are.
Mm.
And it's like I can kind of aim and shoot and understand the mechanics, but it's the way some of these like top tier players play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one thing I've never experienced in a video game is you can get humiliated
Yeah.
on Fortnite. And sometimes I'll be like live streaming it to my channel. There's maybe a few thousand people watching. Some people who maybe haven't watched me stream it for like 2 months back when I could like really keep up with the competition.
Yeah.
I'll be trying to fight someone and this person will like build away from me. I'll be stood on the floor like looking up like
Yeah.
"Oh," and then he'll come back down, he'll like trap me in the box, like put a spike trap on the
Yeah,
wall,
they're
and
the
I'm
worst
just like
ways. That's the worst.
And then
way
he's
to
going to
go.
dance on top of you and
Yeah.
make sure you
Yeah.
know you were just humiliated.
and then I've got this live stream chat of
Yeah.
like 3,000 people like
and then you just do a ninja and goes, fine, he was a stream sniper because there's no way he could possibly beat me. What are your? I don't want to cause any beef in the Fortnite community, but what are your thoughts on Ninja?
I think he's done a huge amount for the game.
For sure.
I mean, it's hard to like. I mean, I don't really follow kind of everything he does. I see the I see the positives with the way he is. I see the negatives with the way he is.
Yeah.
And it's like I haven't had time to look into the situations enough. I tend to, very rarely want to call someone out for being a stream sniper, even though the majority of people that see you play will try and join your game and try and take you out. It's such a blurred lines area.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine it being kind of super stressful and tough being at the top of that. So,
Of course, yeah.
so
But
I don't think it's easy for anyone just to deal with it super kind of, I guess, sensibly all the time from the outset.
What is stream
So
sniping?
it's when someone's watching your stream, so
Yeah.
they'll get into your game. So obviously they know where you are and what you're doing, even though it's like a slight delay.
Yeah.
But like I just feel like Ninja's. I agree. He's done so much, and some of his viewing figures and some of the Twitch subs and stuff he said is unprecedented, which is amazing. He's done so much for esports, but it almost feels now like his ego is inflated to such a degree that someone that isn't stream sniping couldn't possibly kill him, and it's just like, mate, you're not that good. There are other people out there that are decent. Do you know what I mean? And so it doesn't necessarily mean that every single person that kills you is cheating.
But I thought you could set it up to have more of a delay
That's what I was
purposely
gonna say.
to
you
avoid
can.
that.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where whatever you do to stop them doing it, they'll find a way to do it.
Yeah.
Really?
They'll
It's a lot of commitment in it just to go, I killed Ninja once.
But that's
Yeah.
huge nowadays.
Yeah.
Think
yeah,
about
yeah.
it. If you're a kid at school, all your friends play Fortnite.
Oh my god.
I killed
You
Ninja.
kill-
yeah,
you are
and
the
you'd take
coolest
that
person.
clip, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
have that clip. You are the coolest person in your class.
How'd you do it? I didn't stream snipe him.
yeah.
It's like I see a lot of like smaller channels on YouTube message me and say, "Can you slag me off?" It's kind of like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Okay. No. Before we go to a break, I want to bring back because it's been burning. We didn't say favorite maps on COD,
Okay.
so I can't go to a break until I found out.
I'm just gonna look 1v1 me on Rust, motherfuckers. That's it.
Really?
That's it. Yeah, give us some Rust.
Am I one of the only people who actually quite enjoyed Nuketown? I just liked how mental it was.
Everyone enjoyed it. That's why they brought it back in like every game since.
But I always say people, you kind of put your face down at it straight away. I don't, because I never.
Put your face down.
It's a term.
Turned your nose up at it.
Yeah, opposites. But no, I've always just thought like I like how crazy it gets, and
Yeah.
But I've never been one to snipe and kind of hide away. And
I would always go for kill streaks in Nuketown. Like I'd be like on my like 1 away from my 7 kill streak, and then someone would just spawn in behind me.
Yeah.
And I'd just be like,
Yeah.
be a bit too hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going modern. No, I'm going World at War, which is COD 5.
Mm.
We're talking Dome.
I
Castle.
can't remember the name.
Courtyard.
It might be Castle. I can't
Castle's
remember.
good.
It was like a Japanese
the
palace type place
Yeah.
with like the courtyard and stuff.
I think
That's
that was
Castle.
Castle.
Yeah, Castle.
Courtyard's Courtyard.
Yeah, that's
So
the one that's
it had a courtyard. It had a.
Asylum was decent. Can you remember Asylum?
Yeah, that was good with
Yeah.
the little ramp up in the
Yeah, that was well good.
what was your favourite zombies?
Nackte und Toten.
Shino
the
Numa.
original.
Nickte und Toten.
I like the cinema.
Cinema was good.
That was
The theatre
Kino.
one.
No.
Kino and
Yeah, was it
Kino.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
Kino de Toten.
I used to love that.
Or was
Is
that
this
the
German?
Japanese one?
Yeah.
What language
It's
is it?
So they're
German.
Nazi zombies, aren't they?
Oh, right. Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, mine was Shino Numa.
That was the DLC one.
Yeah, that was
wasn't
a good one with the
Yeah.
swamp. Yeah.
Yeah.
DLC. I've been
Enjoyed
earning.
that one.
He slagged off
Little
so
bit
well.
bad, little bit bad revenue.
Right, there we go. I think there.
Oh wait, I'll throw in mine.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
No, you're good.
We've got a guess.
and he's actually a gamer.
I'll go with High Rise from Modern Warfare 2. as
Good shout.
Multiplayer.
Good shout.
Yeah.
I got a. What kind of kill was it? You can throw the knives on that, couldn't
Yeah.
you? Yeah, I got a throwing knife kill on that, and that made me start a gaming channel.
Really?
I called it PS3 Unlocked.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was
Bit
just
time restricted that.
then PS4 come out. The channel really fell off a cliff.
Oh,
It's like when a couple of years ago I started. Do you remember when I started a football channel?
I've remembered everything you've done. And
I
quit.
started a football channel. I later sold it to which is now Sport,
Sport.
but I called it 1080 Football, and then the guy was like, You know, there's 4K.
Yeah,
we don't
mate,
deal in
yeah,
4K.
that's it. I was just doing a stream this week, and there was this guy who, like, he said something, and his name was blah 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 HD, and I was like, mate, like 4K, even 8K is coming out soon, mate. You need to change with the times. Like,
I have
fuck
a
me.
YouTube channel with HD in it.
Ah,
And so does Josh, Zerka HD.
Oh, yeah.
JJ
mate.
has one, KSI LGBT
Oh,
HD.
yeah.
Maybe it can
we all
stand
did
for
it.
something else.
too time restricted, man.
We all did it. We all did it.
I like how
We'll
you're
make
just sitting there
moves.
going, what can HD stand for?
Happy days.
That's it.
It's good times
There
on
you
them
go.
channels.
Dear.
There we go. So after the break, we're going to be talking to Vic about his involvement in the Sidemen and probably a little bit less gaming chat.
Yeah, I was going to say that went super gaming. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. So come back for other things. Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Happy Hour podcast. We're all still here. No one's left, thank God. Although I wouldn't blame Vic for leaving,
I
especially
tried
after.
to run, they locked the door.
That's it. It's because I ask you questions and I don't even let you answer. I know I said that I wasn't going to do any more gaming chat,
Ooh.
but I've just looked at my sheet and I've realised that there's a big question I want to know.
Okay.
I have never understood Minecraft.
Okay.
I don't get it. For me, and again, I'm coming from a place of ignorance. I think it's a kid's game. Like, I don't like, but I see some of the top like YouTubers, respectable YouTubers, do it.
One of the top earners on YouTube for 2018 is a Minecraft channel,
I don't get it.
and I'm talking like allegedly like within the $20 million range.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
big.
That they are
Big
viewed.
money.
They do tend to be viewed by kids just because it's an adult playing it.
That's fine.
My nieces love watching it.
Yeah, that's fine because I know you create content specifically for a
Yeah.
younger audience, but I see these people play it and they seem to love it,
Yeah.
and I'm genuinely intrigued to hear about it.
Mhm.
I basically know nothing about it. For me, it's Lego on a screen.
Okay.
What is it?
So, yeah, Minecraft. I've made over 3,000 Minecraft videos.
Wow.
So my Minecraft channel nearly has 1 billion views. So
Fucking hell.
a lot of people watch Minecraft.
Yeah.
Still, after
And
all this time.
So still after all this time, I'm actually getting more views. So I actually stopped making Minecraft videos 9 months ago because I was
Right.
burnt out on it. I was like, I've made 3,000 of these.
Yeah.
Fortnite's hugely popular. I was putting all my time into that.
Yeah.
Actually, about 2.5 weeks ago, I relaunched my Minecraft channel because I was like, you know what? I used to have fun doing this.
Yeah.
And actually, it's getting more views now than
wow.
I was like a year ago. And that's, I think, because people are actually coming back to the game, realizing that actually a lot of them have kind of burned out on what Battle Royale is. There's only so much of that you can play.
Yeah.
And they're actually reverting back to the game. So to explain it, it is a lot like Lego. And you think about Lego, if you explain to someone, okay, you've got, here's a box of Lego bricks. And you can kind of sit and look at that and be like, okay, so I've got like 500 different Lego bricks at different colors. What can I do with that?
Mm.
But it's when you have like an instruction manual and you can build something, or you can, for example, you can like make the Lego trucks with the motors that drive around and stuff like that. It's when you take it to that next level of the creativity, that's when it becomes really great because it's open source. Anyone can code anything they can think of or want into Minecraft. So Minecraft was the first thing to have Battle Royale. There was Minecraft Hunger Games. Those videos were hugely popular, probably 2013, 2014. I've got 350 videos of me playing Minecraft Hunger Games
Really?
on my
Bloody
YouTube channel.
hell.
What? So when you say it's open source, dumb that down for me. What? People can code their own shit.
Anything you want, yeah. Anything you can think of, pretty much. So, okay, you're like, okay, I'm going to build this really nice, cool-looking map that looks like it's out of the Hunger Games with, you know, a circle with, like, chest in the middle.
Mm.
And I'm going to code it so piece of code runs, game starts. 24 players are put into these little squares. They're frozen for 3 seconds. Match starts. They have to run into the middle to find these chests that have randomly generated loot. A piece of code has said, in this chest, there's a 3% chance there'll be this piece of armor. There's a 2% chance there'll be this bow. There'll be this sword. There'll be this whatever, this piece of food, this healing item.
Yeah.
Just like in any video game.
Yeah.
But people did that themselves. Minecraft
crazy.
never did that. They just left it open so people with Java could code in whatever they wanted. So that's how Hunger Games worked. And then when the player is killed, they get kicked off that server. They're out. And it's then whoever's left fights it out. And then when there's 3 players left, it might say, okay, a deathmatch has started. So the 3 final players get teleported to the middle. And they're in a confined circle. They have to fight it out to see who the last person standing is. That was the original Hunger Games video game.
That's mental.
And that was entirely made by the fans.
Yes, entirely.
So-
The whole map, the whole world was made. All the coding was made. The players were
That's
fans.
crazy.
I'm with
That-
Jack on Minecraft. Like, I do find
Yeah.
it a little bit weird, but I have seen some really cool things being built on it as well. Someone made the whole of Bikini Bottom, SpongeBob's place, like literally everything, and it looked perfect. Like, I was just
Yeah.
like, I know that sounds probably the saddest thing I've ever said, but like,
It's impressive.
it's
though.
really
Yeah.
creative and like,
It's mad though, because it's kind of like someone like me who's coming at it from a very like closed-minded, like, oh, what is this? Yeah, like I understand that I'm being like your dad basically. These kids are scripting shit. That's clever, no?
Yeah. Oh, it's wild. Like there's like coders that are like, like 14, 15 who are really good at this stuff, and they teach it to themselves. They learn it, they practice it, they get jobs doing it.
Yeah, they could go out and
That's
get careers.
crazy.
Well, even in the game, that's the thing. In the game of Minecraft, there's professional builders. There are kids who get paid to build maps for servers to run them on. There's kids who get paid to code.
Wow.
There's servers. There's Minecraft servers. You can make your own server where you can have thousands of people playing. I used to run them in the past. I ran 2 different servers,
Yeah.
and these servers can make hundreds of thousands of dollars monthly.
Wow.
Wow.
To put it into bigger terms as well, and that's just they've created their own game with microtransactions.
Yeah.
Fortnite makes millions daily
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
microtransactions,
Yeah.
and they only offer cosmetic stuff. Whereas in
Yeah.
Minecraft, it was actually a lot of it was pay to win. So you play on the server with all your friends, and if you want to pay a bit of money to the people that made the server, you can get that more powerful sword that they can't get. So, and kids will do that. They'll be like, okay.
Jesus.
So that's kind of the other side of the scale, and I think that drove it a lot. But it's just it allows there's so much you can do with it. Any game you can think of can be made in Minecraft, and then there's also this adventuring kind of storytelling side of it that you can do. So one of my most popular Minecraft series was a series we called How to Minecraft. So essentially there were 12 or 13 of us on a server together. We'd all jump on at the same time every day. We'd live stream us playing, and it would be all of us kind of building up our own like supplies and resources. And every so often you might like go and kill one of the other players and
Right.
take some of their stuff, and it would create this. You can create
Like
storylines
a drama,
and a developing
narrative,
story.
yeah.
And we did it. It was all unscripted for us.
Right.
And it was actually never really aimed at kids. Actually, I think our audience really grew up with us. I'd say actually a lot of the Minecraft audience watching me now
Yeah.
are people that played the game when they were kind of, probably 11, 12, 13.
Yeah.
And I was kind of 15, 16 at the time. And now they're, they've grown up with it. And there are 2 different ways of doing it. You can make it very kiddie-friendly content. You
Yeah.
can dumb down what you're saying. You can have a high-pitched voice
Yeah.
put on.
Yeah.
People do that, and they do incredibly well.
Mm.
Yeah.
But that's something we were never interested in doing. We were literally just ourselves, just having fun playing the game, messing around, creating fun little storylines, unscripted stuff. And that did really well for us.
Yeah.
And I think it's different in the sense, it's like a TV show.
Yeah.
A lot of games, like Call of Duty, you watch the match is over, that's done.
Very linear.
Fortnite,
Yeah.
you watch the match is over, that's done.
Yeah.
Whereas Minecraft, it's like, okay, so I collected all this stuff today. When you come back tomorrow, I'm going to
Yeah.
build this tomorrow. Another example of even stuff we could do. So in this series, kind of the best thing we could do was collect diamonds. It was
Yeah,
kind of like your
yeah.
worth was how many diamonds you have.
Right.
And maybe I'd have, I'd need some extra diamonds or something. I'd say to someone, okay, let's have a duel.
Right.
Me and you will battle in the game with everything we have. Whoever wins gets 5 diamonds from the other person. So we could create that kind of storyline. And then for one of my episodes, I built a casino.
Really?
So you can use the redstone. It's literally simple circuitry. So we created a little minecart with a chest on it that went around a track, and whichever color it stopped on was essentially like a roulette wheel or like a wheel of fortune.
we'd love that now.
Yeah.
And honestly, we would sit there and we would like, all right, I'm betting 2 diamonds on the blue outcome, and if it lands on there, you win 2 diamonds back. And it was just stuff like that. The creativity is unlimited,
Yeah.
and that's what made it so good for content creation. And I think so addictive for people to play.
Fair.
It's something you have to learn and understand.
So
and
it-
then,
And that's why you think it's still relevant to this day.
yeah,
More,
because,
perhaps more so than ever.
yeah, more,
That's crazy.
It reminds me of Little Big Planet.
Very different.
Never played Little Big Planet. I know what you're on about.
In the
Never
sense
played it.
of- in the sense of the creative maps.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the only thing you could do on Little Big Planet was make a map.
Yeah.
Whereas in Minecraft, you can make the map, then you can make all the rules within the map
Right.
and all the settings.
That's mental.
And that's
Yeah.
where it gets
Fair
interesting.
play.
Fascinating though.
Fair play to
Fascinating.
anyone that can crack that.
Yeah.
I feel like there's no point me even starting. No,
No,
it's just
probably
one of
not.
the things where it's just
Yeah.
like, I'm not going to anyway, but it's just like, it would just take you ages to learn
Oh, yeah.
all of that stuff. Have you seen the guy that made Minecraft?
Notch.
Is that, yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
He's Swedish, isn't he?
Yeah. Big, bold Swedish dude.
Yeah.
Sold it for $1 billion.
Yeah, $1
dude?
billion to Microsoft.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen his
And
house?
I think he.
Yeah. Apparently he doesn't leave though. He's like a proper
Yeah.
hermit now,
I s-
isn't he?
I
But
follow
he's
him on
fucked.
Twitter and he seems
Like-
pretty sad.
Yeah,
Really?
he hates it. He
Shows
hates
you
it.
that- honestly, shows that money's probably not the
Yeah.
answer.
He says the worst thing he's ever done.
Why?
Because he's just
Moved
he
to
can't-
LA.
Yeah, he
I
can't.
think LA could make anyone sad. Just personal opinion.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's
Um,
fucking
I don't
miserable.
think. I mean, he was a developer. I don't think he ever. He was, a lot of kind of developers and coders are people who are quite introverted,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I feel like I don't know, maybe an introverted person would think if I have a couple
Yeah.
100 million in my bank account, I'll suddenly become extroverted and have all these great friends.
Yeah.
But I think you would find, especially living in LA, you've got a couple 100 million to your name. Anyone and everyone is your friend, but does that mean anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're not actually.
Yeah,
And
especially in,
Hook
I
is
mean,
just-
anywhere, but especially in LA.
Do you think he's quite like depressed about it then?
from the outset,
I
it
mean,
seems
from what
it, doesn't it?
from what I've read from his personal tweets,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's fucking miserable.
That's crazy.
Billion.
I'll have some.
That's it. There you go. Alleviate some of that misery.
You're the extrovert though, so you'd be all right.
Yeah, but I'd still like money. I heard that he has like a Minecraft figure in the middle of his big porchway.
Probably
Oh, really?
does.
I thought
Yeah.
that was quite cool.
That's pretty
I don't know
Come
if that's, I don't know if that's true or not, but I'd like someone if someone can tweet me and let me know if that's true or not. That'd be good. Go there. Why do you not like LA? I'm intrigued.
Oh, I've just had.
I feel like you brought up a sore subject.
Yeah.
Just some interesting experiences there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like name any names, but
Mm.
you do get kind of this vibe, especially. I feel like, I mean, it's obvious. A lot of people go there to be an actor, a singer, a musician, and everyone knows that only a very small percentage of people that want to do that can do well doing that.
Yeah.
I feel like in LA, there's a high proportion of people who've gone there to do that. That hasn't quite worked out, so they're just there, and you will bump into them. And it's just, it's not a weird thing in LA to meet someone and within a few minutes of meeting them, ask them how many followers they have.
Yeah.
And that's so bizarre to me, and it just sets a really weird precedent. Sometimes I've been kind of having a conversation with someone from LA in LA,
yeah.
and they're really into it, and they're always over enthusiastic. Like,
Yeah.
we should do something, man. We should work together. Like, what people do you know doing this? And it's all about doing this, doing that. What can we do? How can we do it?
100%.
Sounds like that. I've never been to LA. It sounds like that episode of Black Mirror where it's all like your rating and stuff. So everyone's like so
Yeah.
lovely to your face, so you get
Yeah.
a nice rating and then you move on to the next.
That's pretty much
Really?
exactly
Yeah,
it.
it happens.
God.
And that's, I mean, this is broad generalization. Obviously,
Yeah,
I know
yeah, yeah,
tons of great people in LA,
Of
and I've
course,
had tons
yeah.
of great times there.
Yeah.
But there are also those times that really sketch you out, and someone will literally, you'll be talking to them and they'll spot someone across the room who's even like more influential or can connect them to more things.
Mm.
And they'll just like, even like, sometimes I'll be like, I was having an interesting conversation, and they just
And they just
deaded the
fucked off.
conversation and walked off
Wow.
to the other side of the room. And I'm like, wow, you're a different kind of people. But
It's
it's
mad.
normal
It's
there.
Weird.
It's normal there.
It's just
It's horrible,
climb, fake
Yeah.
it till you make it, like that kind of thing. Yeah.
That's
It is
mad.
it is
It's
mad. It's,
bizarre.
it's a
You
good way
need to be
sum
a
it up.
prick though.
No, but I think sometimes that
It might help sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm sure it works. I'm sure people do it because it works.
Yeah.
it's like Bo Burnham's Art is Dead.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the people grow up like the kids that are like it's all about me, like
Yeah.
the kids at the birthday party. It's like me. It's like they're the people that grow up to be a comic or actor,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But yeah, as you said, it is a broad sort of generalization. But I feel that. I feel like it's just a very plastic place. It's a very fake kind of place, and something I found weird. And you don't have to agree with me on this because I think I'm going to end up offending someone out there. But Hollywood, you hear Hollywood, yeah? There's two people that have never been. You think it's Hollywood, yeah? It's got
Yeah.
that kind of
Oh, it's a dump.
Is
It's a
it?
dump.
It's a
It's proper
shithole.
shithole.
It's fraud. No, I'd agree.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know the Walk of Fame, where
Yeah.
all the stars are? You think they're the celebrity names. I want to get my name on there one day, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You walk down there, there's just like people in like very tacky Velcro like Spider-Man outfit that are like, give me $1, give me $1, give me, and it's like being on Yarmouth seafront.
Oh
It's
god.
like, oh,
Like your
dear.
hometown.
Yeah, I went
Right.
into.
We'll come back because I've got to come back for that.
He hates the fact that we say he's from Yarmouth.
Yeah, and I'm fighting back.
Have you been to Great Yarmouth?
No.
No, no.
It's a great holiday destination.
I'm not actually from there, mate.
Successful.
I agree because I'm not actually from there. I'm not actually from there, and I just want to quickly say sorry, mate. But it's their fault. It's their fault, right? I'm not from Yarmouth, and I've seen the memes. Yeah, I've seen all the banter. Yeah, it's proper funny.
I didn't know there were memes.
Yeah.
Someone photoshopped him.
That was good.
As Pablo Escobar and put Yarkos.
Yarko just said that was good, but yeah,
And a little moped and everything.
yeah. If anyone wants to rebel against this defamation, in all honesty,
I think it's just you, mate.
No, I reckon I can get. Well, basically, I'm starting a new super group because I thought, you know, I'm going to embrace where I'm from, and it's not Yarmouth.
Right.
So if you want to join the Bradwell Massive, yeah, then just tweet it, and that is like for me, you saying "fuck off" is not from Yarmouth.
You're gonna be taking on the Sidemen, I reckon.
Do you think? Yeah, in a few years'
in
time,
popularity.
The Bradwell
the
Massive.
Bradwell Massive are coming for you.
I mean. The
Sorry, man, I know
Sidemen
no context. You don't
doesn't sound
understand.
as ridiculous. That much more ridiculous than the Bradwell Massive.
Yeah,
There you
true.
There you go. So,
Sounds a bit
if you want to
Ali G.
join the Bradwell Massive,
You have to be from Yarmouth.
no,
Rule number one.
No, Stevie, I'm going to expose your job in a minute, mate. I swear to God. No, if you want to join the Bradwell Massive, it's open door policy. All you have to say on the way in is,
I'm from Yarmouth.
Dude, he's not from Yarmouth. And I hate you right now, Stevie. You're actually getting under my skin. Sorry, Vic. Sorry. But,
Where are you from?
but yeah, join the
Sheffield.
Bradwell Massive today. T-shirts coming soon. Carry on.
Let's talk about the Sidemen. It'd be
Yes.
it'd be a shame not to, as we've got a side man here.
Yeah, and can I just open
That's
by
what it's
saying, I don't want to sound too ignorant or anything, but I don't really know what it is. The Sidemen. I've heard, of course, everyone's heard of the Sidemen, but what is
A
it?
couple of guys.
A couple of guys just
Just
chilling.
two of you?
A couple of guys that called themselves the Sidemen for a laugh.
Really?
And then it became a bigger thing than it was ever intended.
Really?
So how do I break this down? So we've all known each other for a long time. A couple of guys were school friends, JJ and Simon, Josh and Toby. Me, Harry and Ethan were the outcasts a little bit. We're just the random guys that ended up along with the group. So we'd all known each other for a long time, like since I'd known Josh and Toby and JJ since like 2012, 2013. And we basically started making videos together. Just 'cause we thought it would be fun. This is when GTA 5 had just released, and that was one of the biggest games on YouTube. We'd make videos of us just messing around on GTA, standard stuff. Back then it was hilarious just to run each other over, punch people on the street,
Yeah.
fly helicopters into each other.
I mean, that's still pretty funny.
Yeah.
now.
Hey, no, to be fair, no, it really is. Those old videos are some gems, and we couldn't really do it now. That's one thing fans are always like, go back to your roots, go back to GTA. So again, we recorded like 300 episodes of us
Wow.
doing that, racing each other.
So you burn out.
Yeah, so we were burnt out on that.
Yeah.
But that's where it all started. So we started making GTA videos together, and I think it worked really well because we'd all known each other prior, and it was more just like, hey, it would be fun to record GTA with you guys, rather than a lot of YouTube groups where I feel like they go wrong, where they're like, okay, we all have these big numbers, let's put them together and let's kind of force something together that works. And I think you end up with personalities that don't fit. But I think we were just quite happy. None of us had crazy viewer numbers at the time. JJ was kind of really starting his rise.
Yeah.
Me and Josh had just been steadily kind of going along.
Yeah.
Simon had only just started YouTube then. Ethan had only just started YouTube. And Toby had just not really been kind of fully focusing on YouTube. Harry came in a little bit later and he was doing his thing on FIFA, and that was a good fit because the guys were doing FIFA.
Yeah.
It's kind of like FIFA and GTA. So we started playing together, and it was a really good laugh. And we needed to have a GTA crew to be able to join the same lobbies.
Right.
And Ethan was like, I'll make us one. I'll call it the Ultimate Sidemen. Bit of a laugh. Like,
Yeah.
hey, we're the Ultimate Sidemen.
Is that kind of to the people out there that don't know? Is that kind of like a bit of a mug off? Like JJ's
Yeah.
the guy, and then there's
It wasn't even anything to do with JJ. Really.
Oh, was it not?
In kind of in the long run, with how successful JJ became, it
Yeah.
could I mean, we wouldn't mind people saying like, "Oh, we're sidemen of him,
Right.
we're around him," but in actual fact, it was just it was just funny. It was just like it was just a bit of a mug off.
Yeah.
But it was
Yeah.
just like that's how we've always been, and we always kind of take the piss out of each other ourselves. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, we're the ultimate Sidemen.
Yeah.
And it was just it was never meant to be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was actually the fans that started identifying us as the Sidemen. They're like, oh, we love Sidemen GTA videos. Like the Sidemen are such a great group, and we're like, I guess we're the Sidemen now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we were making those videos together, and we started that in kind of September time, maybe 2013, 2012, 2013, something like that. 2013, probably. And then the next year, 2014, turned out that JJ was looking to move out from home. Josh was also looking to move out. Simon was, and I was as well. So we were like, okay, why don't we look for somewhere together? It kind of all worked out. It's always hard making YouTube videos from home, especially with us being, loud. I was like up late at night, like 3, 4 a.m. recording videos with American people. So
Yeah.
I was like, kind of felt like I was disrupting my parents. And also it was in my gap year that this was. So a lot of my school friends had all gone to uni.
Yeah.
I was up in Sheffield, like I'd finished recording my videos and be like, right, well,
Was
gonna
you
go
nothing
to
to
bed.
do?
I
Yeah.
assume, YouTube was already your job at this point, wasn't it?
It was like
Touch and go.
it was basically I did it the whole way through my GCSEs and A levels.
Right.
This was my gap year. Hey, I'm going to try this for a year, see what I can make of this for a year, go to uni.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out, or carry on if it works out. Fortunately, it worked out.
Yeah.
And it was just really good timing that I was in that gap year. They wanted to move into a house. That's when we started making real life videos together. We started doing football videos in real life, and that was also huge at the time. No one had really branched from gaming to real life content. So we were kind of some of the first people to do it just because we thought it'd be fun, and it did well. And it all stemmed from there. Then we kind of printed it on a t-shirt, took it to our first meet and greet event, and loads of people bought it. So we were like, okay, let's put this online. Let's make this a clothing company. Let's make this a brand. And it's always gone on from then. But it's not really its own kind of... It's just 7 guys who enjoy making videos together, and that's what we called ourselves.
Yeah.
It was never really... It's not like a company or an organisation, or...
Right.
That's what the Sidemen is.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Fucking hell, summed
That's
it
that
up
in a
quite.
nutshell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, I did ramble on.
No,
no,
mate, that's perfect. I'm now clued in as to what it is.
I think that makes us feel better because we were kind of, when we knew you were coming on, we were kind of like, we don't actually know what the Sidemen is. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't us trying to be
Yeah.
like trendy, like, oh yeah, I don't watch them. Like,
Nah,
I
no,
I watched the content, but I didn't get it. I didn't
You have to
know.
go back to kind
Yeah.
of see
Right.
what it was and the transition.
What was it like living with them guys in the house?
Yeah.
Because from an outsider's point of view, I imagine I imagine it to be quite hectic. Like, was it, or was it fairly straightforward?
Nah, it was
I was going to say, in my mind, I had it that they're all just in their own rooms filming.
honestly.
The only way they actually talk is through headset, even though they're in the same house.
But you're spot on. You're spot on. We used to joke about the first Sidemen house and call it the factory because it was a video factory. We'd all sit in our rooms. Literally, we'd be all playing GTA together, all 4 of us in our rooms with our headsets. We'd probably sometimes talk more on Skype, sat at our computers, than we would in person in the house.
I don't know if it's because I'm a YouTuber, but is it weird that the idea of having a house where everyone's making YouTube, to me, that is like fucking paradise. Like, I would love to
it
be
is
in that
great.
environment
It is a
for
great
not forever, but I
Yeah.
think if like maybe a year where it's just, this is the game, this is
Yeah.
what we're doing, let's fucking go. We're all in this, we're all on this treadmill or whatever the fuck you want to convey,
Yeah.
a belt of content. Let's keep each other going and just fucking.
You're spot on.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
it was. For 5 years, we all lived together,
That's
4
sick
of
though.
us.
I think that's cool.
And it
I
was
think
huge
that's cool.
for us because it was, you need help filming something. Someone's got you. You need someone
Yeah.
to cameo in a bit of a video. There's someone there. You need someone to show and edit. There's someone there straight
Yeah.
away. It's much easier. Rather than kind of online, it just seems always more difficult. Whereas when you can go and physically grab someone and be like, here, come here for 2
Yeah.
minutes.
What do you think of
Look
this?
at
And-
this.
The productivity must have been through the roof, and that's why you've all
Yeah.
smashed it in your individual lanes, kind of thing. You're a collective, but you still
Yeah.
had your individual things going on because
It also pushed us as well because it's like, hey, we're now all paying rent. We've all made the life decision to move in together. Let's make the most of this. Let's do everything we can.
yeah,
And
That's
for
cool.
a good 3 years, and there wasn't like any partying really. There wasn't like, infrequently, maybe like once or twice a month we'd go out, but most of the time, especially we were outside London, we were just in our house, grind out gaming videos, film a real life video,
yeah.
go to sleep,
Go
wake up,
time.
same again.
With any
really
kind
cool.
of house share, there's going to be arguments and fallouts and stuff.
There
Oh.
weren't.
There weren't.
Really?
What?
Not in nothing more than nothing
washing
more
up.
serious than do the washing up. Can you take the rubbish out?
Yeah.
Can you, I don't know, get these boxes out of this room or something?
Yeah.
Genuinely, I think we were all really kind of on the same wavelength. I think we were also grateful to be in a position where we could do what had been quite difficult to do from home.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Simon had awful internet at home. We'd play GTA and his car would be teleporting around the screen. He'd be like, I can't do the race, I'm lagging.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. Ethan, I mean, to be fair, he didn't move in with us. He moved nearby.
Yeah.
But he would, like, constantly, like, get his internet unplugged because he was being too loud.
Yeah.
And he'd just disappear in the middle of a video.
Wow.
And I was always feeling guilty. My parents never actually gave me any stick for it, but I was like, I'm definitely creating
Yeah.
disruption late at night here. Sometimes it got really bad. I'd be going to bed as they were getting up to go to work.
Really?
Like home, and I'd just be like, this isn't right.
Yeah.
So we all just kind of get that YouTube is what we do.
Mm.
Sometimes we're going to be noisy. Sometimes there's going to be a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
But we were all on a really good wavelength in terms of everything the whole time.
That's
so cool.
That's quite a nice answer, nice way to put it. So I'm going to dig a bit deeper.
Okay.
Who didn't do the washing up the most?
JJ, and he'll admit to it. The sink was piling up.
Really?
Yeah, JJ has had some, just some messy tendencies that we were pretty on top of, and he's not as nearly as bad as he was when we first moved in. Now,
Yeah.
So
'Cause you've fairly recently moved out, right?
yes, correct.
What brought that on?
So it was pretty much we were outside of London, and we found more and more as time went on, like, okay, we've done the 3-4 years of sitting inside 90% of the time, making gaming videos, filming in real life videos, where we wanted to kind of enjoy being in London, being near London a lot more. So we would go out in London a lot, and probably the journey time was around an hour from where we lived into central London. And we always just decided that it just meant that we were being less social. So like, someone would say, "Oh, come out for a drink." If you're like, am I really going to head out for an hour just to get a drink for half an hour, then an hour back? It's just, it wasn't productive. Or even like, it'd be like, come on a night out, and it'd be like, well, I can't go, and if it's awful, just go home. It's like, well, I've made the effort to come here. I've got to stay out all night.
Yeah.
Got to work out. Got to get a really long cab, expensive cab back home, kind of thing. So we all just wanted to live closer to London, and also we lived together for 5 years. So it was just like, we've kind of done this. We've had fun doing this.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of a bit of one. I think we all wanted a bit more independence, and we also wanted to live closer to central London. So that was the two sides to it. And it would have been really hard to find a place that would accommodate all of us. It was easy to mesh all of our one big goal was YouTube when we first moved in together. So it's easy to find any house. Let's go there. Let's make it work.
Yeah.
Whereas as we've kind of grown up a bit, as we've kind of become a bit more independent, it's like, actually, I'd like a little more of this. I'd want to be in this area. I'd want to, live somewhere like this with this kind of style of place. So we're all still fairly close, but we've all got our own kind of space.
Right. So, but then that sort of productivity and being able to lean on them when you needed them when you moved into the house, has that have you lost a bit of that now then?
Potentially, yeah, lost a bit of it. One thing that's quite good is we now post weekly to our Sidemen channel, which is something we didn't do until kind of the start of last year.
Right.
So that makes sure every week we're together somewhere filming something. So we kind of get to keep in touch.
Yeah.
We set up meetings for that to make sure everything goes along to plan with that.
Yeah.
So we've lost it in a way, but it's almost as if we don't need it so much anymore. Everyone does have their slightly unique angle right now.
Yeah.
Which works for everyone else. It's less of, we've got the collaborative effort just on one channel.
Yeah.
And then our own kind of channels have their own little unique twists.
Right, fair. Who plans those videos? The Sidemen ones. But
As
like,
a collective.
You do it as a collective, do you?
So yeah, we have meetings where we plan out a load of video ideas. So we're like, these are things that we could potentially do. Then we go through and we rate them. Like this on ease, how many views we think they'll get, and how good overall we think it is.
Yeah.
We put those all into a kind of a spreadsheet. We then go in, take the top ideas. We have to put those. So we do it all ourselves. We don't, a lot of kind of big YouTube groups have like management or like directors, editors, writers. We're just us.
Yeah.
So we grab these videos. We have a shared calendar that we're all on. We lock in filming dates, and we just grab a video. It's like, okay, Sidemen do countdown. Okay, that video's in there. I'm like, okay, I'll take that video on. So that video is my responsibility to book it for that date, book a studio, get the set in, get the cameras in, get any guests in, get that all sorted. then the guys turn up, we film the whole thing, then I have to get it to an editor, get it edited, get it out on time with a thumbnail title, and that's the way it works. Because it was at one point, it was just like, oh, we'll all chip in.
Yeah.
But it's so easy when there's 6 other people that can be doing stuff to be like, someone else will sort it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a definite saving thing for us.
Yeah.
And I say that it's like everyone has their own video. It's not like I can't say to Josh, like, oh, I can't get an editor for this video, or I don't know how to change this edit, or can you give me notes for feedback?
Yeah.
So we all work together, but it's just that it's one person's responsibility for each week.
Fair enough.
And that is
That
a
makes
model
sense.
that works, because we did actually in the early days of the Sidemen channel have someone helping us to produce it, but it just didn't quite have our twist on it. We felt like we were losing touch with the content,
Right.
and we were like, this is only going to work if this is exactly how we want it to be. We've just, in a lot of things we've done, we've tried to get other people involved, but it's so hard
Yeah.
Yeah.
to give that over to someone else and have it be as good as it would be.
That's what I was actually
Shelf.
going to ask. If you had to theoretically add 2 current YouTubers to the Sidemen,
Okay.
I know there's no plans to expand.
Yes.
Who would you go for, just off the top of your head? What's some criteria you kind of need?
So that's the real thing. Is it was never kind of like a recruitment process. It
Yeah.
was never. It was literally we're just 7 guys who all enjoy making videos together, and kind of we all made the time to make those GTA videos at the start. So it was kind of like we were all there at the start. We made this thing. We made it work,
Yeah.
and that's why no one will ever be added.
Right.
That's just kind of, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't be fair to all of us that have been there since the very inception.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that people often say is like, why is Cal Freezy not in the Sidemen? Why is Calix not in the Sidemen? I'd say out of kind of anyone that we know on YouTube, they're the 2 guys who've featured in tons of our videos. We featured in tons of theirs.
Yeah.
There's no kind of, bad blood there, but it's just this kind of, the idea is that we all kind of really dug into the project of what Sidemen was once we realized it was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just, we were there at the right time. We did it. We made it work. It wasn't like they weren't recruited. It wasn't like
Yeah.
we chose not
You
to
shunned them
recruit.
out
It's
into
not like we
that,
chose not
yeah.
to recruit them. It's just we were there doing that stuff at that time, and that worked out for us.
Fair
and
enough.
that's what it is.
Makes
Fair,
a lot of sense.
fair.
Fair
Does.
enough. I think before we go, I feel like we've learnt a lot, but before we go, I think there's some people online.
Some Twitter questions, do you?
Yeah, let's go to some Twitter questions.
get
We're kind of hit and miss with the Twitter questions. We sometimes
Yeah.
do them and sometimes don't.
Okay.
I mean, I had my sister on earlier, and because we're both from Norwich, most of the questions were like, "Have you slept with her?" So I was like, probably not going to do the Twitter questions today.
fair.
He didn't
Mainly
want
'cause-
people to know.
but you seem to have, well, it's evident you've got a lot of support online. So, Jordan, do you want to just run through some of the questionos for Vic? And
Hit me with them.
Yes. Okay. As we've been talking about the living situation,
Yes.
we got Sasha at Vegan Minter
mm,
says favorite thing about living alone.
Favorite thing about living alone. I think not that the shared house we lived in was unclean, but my own flat I can keep super clean. I know if I make any mess, it's only me that's gonna have to deal with it. So I'll
are you
clean
quite a
that
clean
up.
person? Are you?
Yeah, I like everything to be like fairly neat and clean.
Yeah.
Whereas in the house, sometimes it'd be like, oh, someone else has done the washing up. Why am I going to wash up my plates when they're still going to be dirty washing here?
Right.
That kind of vibe. And just generally, just 4 people, we just accumulate a lot of junk. So,
Yeah, I bet.
So,
So-
that's my favorite thing. Is just everything kind of neat and tidy and
Because you literally live alone, don't you? You don't like
Yes.
live with a brother or anything
No,
like that.
just me.
That's crazy. Could you live alone?
I'd probably get quite bored.
Do you get bored?
So no, because I'm always online.
Yeah.
And actually, I've through like thanks to gaming, really, I play loads of different games, and I've got groups of friends from pretty much the 3 main continents. So I've got a bunch of friends that I make videos with in America, a bunch of friends in Australia.
So someone's always awake.
So literally, I
Yeah.
can. I know I can always jump on my computer and have a conversation with some of my friends.
Right.
Oh, that's
So
decent.
it's almost the same level as this. Like I'll just jump in,
Yeah.
have a chat. It's like if we had rooms around us, we'd still be having the same conversation.
Yeah.
So I'm quite kind of grateful for that I've just got to know a lot of kind of cool people
Fair.
across the world.
You've
so-
just made me
Fair.
realise that the reason I'd be bored to live alone is because I have no friends. So that's brilliant.
There we go. That's
Cheers,
it.
bud. Pleasure having you.
I was going to say you've got me. Then
Yeah. Right, we've got this question from Erin at EE Brookman.
Okay.
Says, what's the dumbest thing you've done for a Sidemen Sunday video?
Ooh.
The dumbest.
That's tough.
There's so many.
Because there's so many, or because there's not?
I'm just trying to think of like a. I know I'm going to twist it and say the dumbest thing I've done for one of my videos.
Fine, yeah.
Because I can't think
your
of
shit,
anything
it's your
in
podcast.
particular for the Sidemen channel, I haven't, touch wood, been injured badly in a... No, I haven't really been injured in a Sidemen video yet, but definitely probably due one. But in my own vlog, I was skiing and I decided to do a jump that I shouldn't have done, and I was holding a GoPro in one arm. I had a backpack on my back full of cameras, and I landed on ice, went sideways, and fractured split my collarbone in half.
Fuck.
And I've got a nice little metal rod through the shoulder.
Oh. I don't know if I'm making this up, but I think I've seen a video of you with a cast on.
Yeah.
Is it JJ that keeps pressing you in the... Someone just kept digging you in the...
That was the Sidemen Whisper Challenge after I just got back from surgery.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's class, because that
Great
is
friends.
so something I would do.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to take a risk here because I have no idea the context to this.
Okay.
So Jay Kavanagh at the Jacobson says, "Ask him about the duck."
Okay.
Okay,
This is a story.
I didn't know if you. Oh,
This is a story.
right. Okay.
If you've got time for a story, I
You've
don't
got
know.
time for a story.
I'll try and cut it down. So
I want all the details.
Really?
Yeah.
I was so scared. Like,
Put
what?
the feet up there. Hear about the duck.
Fucking hell. That's a new one.
Yeah.
So this is a story I've probably told like 2 or 3 times, actually, on my Minecraft videos, because it's I don't know, it's one of my more interesting stories. And when I'm like there out chopping my trees in Minecraft, and I'm like, I have got nothing interesting to say.
Gambling your diamonds.
I just tell the story. So when me and my 2 older brothers were growing up, basically my parents were like, we'll get them a pet just because, I don't know, just get us a pet. And they went to the local farm. They were like, can we get some rabbits? And they were like, we don't have any rabbits right now, but we have this duck. This duck and this chicken, who are like the runts of the litter, so they're the little ones, and they won't get looked after by the families here. Would you like them? My parents were like, sure.
That's not normal.
I kid you not. So we had a pet duck and a pet chicken, and it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We built them like a nice little like cage, like hutch thing with like a little like thing they could walk up, a little place they could sleep.
Did they live together?
Yeah.
I imagine you
buds.
built them like a big old. Do you know what I mean? Like the creative mode. Like,
I had no idea what you just did. Oh, you built them a big old...
R2L1. A fucking duck.
Yeah,
That's
and
class.
we had a
Ducks are quality.
We had a little paddling pool. They're messy though, both
Are they?
messy creatures. You can't really train them to do their business in one place. They just kind
They
of
just go wherever they like.
pressure washer would be out every week.
Oh.
So yeah, duck and a chicken. They had like a little paddling pool. The duck would swim around. The chicken would just sit on the side and watch.
Really?
Called Chocolate and Speedy, and they were pretty cool.
What one was what?
The duck was called Chocolate, and the chicken was called Speedy.
That's incredible.
I'm so glad.
See,
I
this
asked that.
this is the happy part of the story.
Oh, good. Oh no, hang on.
Oh,
Does
no.
that mean there's a...
Okay,
Don't tell me the chicken ate the
so-
duck.
That would be impressive. So this is up in Sheffield, quite near the Peak District. So you got foxes. They're out every night. I mean, to be fair, around London, there's a bajillion foxes. So they would kind of wander around the garden during the day, but at night we'd have to put them inside their little hutch thing just to keep them safe. Do that every night, and we'd had them for maybe 9-10 months or something. And then one day we're coming back from the gym, and in the winter it got dark earlier. We got stuck in a load of traffic, road closures, diversions. So we get back just a little bit after it's gone dark. And it's one of those ones you're like, oh, I'll be fine. Get there. Feathers all over the garden, duck and chicken, no sign of them.
No, both.
Really?
So sad part of the story.
Yeah.
Welcome to Happy Hour.
But about 3 months later, I went on a school trip to the local farm,
Yeah.
and there's a duck there that I'm like, that looks just like our duck.
No.
So I call its name. Chocolate comes waddling over to the fence, and I'm like, one of the people working there, like that duck. What's going on? And
What's its story?
Yeah, and they said, well, for one, it always seems to hang out with all the chickens. Like the chicken stands by the chicken.
Thinks it's a chicken.
It thinks it's a chicken, for one. And two, so they said, basically, all the houses on our road, there's a little stream that runs through all of the back gardens and goes down the road. And someone 5 houses down the road had phoned up the farm the next morning and been like, one of your ducks has escaped and is in our pond. And they were like, well, none of our ducks have escaped, but we'll come and get it anyway. So the duck had obviously run, jumped in the stream, swam away, got to someone else's garden, and then been taken to the farm.
Wow.
And then you went on a school trip
Yeah,
and
I
got
was
it back.
Well,
Oh my God.
they offered it back. They were like, well, do you want the duck back? And I'm like, I don't really want to take it back to the place where it nearly got
Oh,
eaten by a
yeah.
fox and it lost its best.
That's like the
bud.
Shawshank Redemption. Even
That
down to the stream, isn't it?
Yeah, that is amazing.
That is
So
brilliant.
that is the duck story.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's made me so happy.
That's one of my favourite stories. Oh,
Wow,
dear.
well, thank you.
That is up there with
Whoever asked
Robbie
that.
Knox almost losing his testicles. For me. That is great.
Very different stories.
Yeah.
Both had a happy ending.
Yeah.
So
No, because
good.
neither of the things got lost in the end.
Yeah, just Speedy.
I have
All
no
right,
context. I have no context on this, but
Yeah. Some
Sure.
guy we had on almost accidentally had his testicles removed in hospital when he got
Yeah,
put down for
'cause
an
of a
operation
doctor's
he wasn't due for.
oh wow,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
meant to be untangle, but the doctor had extract. and he
Yeah, but
found
the
out
word for like take off and untangle in doctor's terms is very similar.
Wow.
So it's just like
Wow, that would be a shock to wake up.
Yeah.
That
So
would
if
be
you ever need them
horrific.
untangled, make sure you double check.
Yeah, double check the
Noted.
terminology.
There we go. This has been an absolute pleasure. Just want to say, Vic, thanks for coming on so much.
worries.
Really
It's been
enjoyed it.
good.
Really
And
enjoyed
yeah, loved the duck story.
Yeah, yeah. What a lovely way to end.
If you want to check out Vic, if you don't already know who he is, then it's Vikkstar123, and you can find him on the Sidemen channel on YouTube and all good platforms. Stevie, thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Jordan, thank you.
Join the Bradwell Massive.
Vic, thank you.
Cheers for having me.
See you next week. Bye bye.